think you'll see Walmart?
Do I think Walmart will ever? You know, we get a lot of calls at our office from folks that want a union, and we get calls from people at Walmart and Home Depot and a lot of these big national chains that would be difficult to organize unless you did have a nationwide campaign. But certainly the United Food and Commercial Workers has been trying to organize Walmart. They actually have a website, Walmart Watch, that it talks about a lot of the injustices at Walmart. It's difficult when you have large companies like that that have armies of attorneys. I mean, union busting it's a big business. There's consultants, there's lawyers.
They pay out each year like hundreds of millions of dollars in fines, you know, whatever. It seems like it just be cheap to pay the people right, you know?
I mean, one thing I try to tell people is it's important to have a strong labor movement because, as I mentioned, when unions were stronger, we had a bigger middle class. And if you look at where we are today with, you know, CEOs making 400 times what the average worker makes, we need some kind of checks and balances on corporate power and corporate control. And so that's why it's important that we have a strong labor movement, and it's important that we have a strong global labor movement. A lot of folks, when I've spoken recently, have asked me about, you know, what efforts are we doing here to show solidarity with workers in other countries as we're in an increasingly global economy. And the AFL-CIO nationally has a solidarity center that has offices in many countries around the world where we try and work with trade unionists in other countries to help them build their labor movements. And certainly if there's companies that have headquarters in different companies, you know, working across borders with workers to make sure that you can get fair policies, because we realize that it is a global economy and that we all have to stand together.
What about these other industries that spike them up? They're moving down like Mississippi, places like that. You know, relocating, trying to beat wages and all that. Is that how it works?
The one argument that I've been trying to make every time I can when I get to the national AFL-CIO or around national labor leaders is that it's really important that the labor movement invest in the South, because just as you see a lot of companies moving offshore for even cheaper labor, we see companies within the U.S. locating to the South because they know that they can, you know, get away with paying workers less. They know that unions don't have a real stronghold here yet. In fact, Smithfield Packing, most of its plants are union, but they came here to North Carolina and thought that they could be in, you know, back rural North Carolina and they could get away with treating their workers poorly.
What union organization did you say had the Walmart Watch website?
It's the United Food and Commercial Workers, UFCW.
One of the recent articles I just read with union activities, that union, that they had pushed Walmart, actually got enough attention out of Walmart and enough bad publicity about Walmart out there. Walmart's actually joined that website so that they can better their ways.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at the website, and UFCW is also the union that represents the workers at Smithfield.